My God. This is like a moment from a horror movie.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're ranking every M. Night Shyamalan plot twist.
I heard a theory that they don't like places near water. Maybe we'd be safe from them near a lake or something.
We will never awaken otherwise.
I did not expect that.
For this list, we're looking at the films from this prolific director and ranking each of his signature twists based on shock factor and how much they recontextualize the plots. Contrary to popular belief, not all of his movies have twists, so you won't see them all here. However, we will be including those on which he only received a story by credit, as that is enough of a contribution to qualify. Obviously, big time spoiler alert, so fair warning. Which of these twists prompted a rewatch for you? Tell us about it in the comments. Number 10. The trees released the toxin. The Happening.
This is scary, huh? All right, let's hear some theories about why this might be happening.
Not every twist on this list comes at the end of the movie, but none is quite as underwhelming as the one in The Happening.
We are going to be going, but we will be back soon, okay? Plants react to human stimulus. They proved it in tests.
When countless people in the northeastern United States die under mysterious circumstances, those unaffected are left to presume it's the work of a biological weapon. While they're sort of right, the chemical is later deduced to be a toxin released by plants, specifically trees. No, we're not kidding. Trees are the villains of The Happening. Even as an ecological PSA, this feels tenuous, much in the way that at the end, The Happening just kind of stops happening. We still want to know what happened to those honeybees. Number 9. M. Night Shyamalan's writing saves the world. Lady in the Water. If you thought The Happening was on the nose, just wait until you get a load of this one. In Lady in the Water, a mystical being called a Narf arrives at an apartment complex to find and protect a writer whose future works will be the foundation for humanity. When the protagonists find the writer, he's played by none other than M. Night Shyamalan.
Mr. Eve, I know I sent in that form. I gave it to you on the stairs. My sister's all angry at me now.
Shyamalan has inserted himself in a director's cameo plenty of times, but playing a pivotal character whose writing is so good it's destined to change the course of history is pretty bold.
You started writing again?
Yeah.
Ah well, at least that no-good film critic character got what he deserved.
A dog inside the building. Go! Shoot!
Oh, wait. Number 8. A Secret Society. Glass.
There are unknown forces that don't want us to realize what we are truly capable of.
We were stoked for this unbreakable sequel. After our 3 superhuman characters are apprehended, they're placed in an institution where Dr. Ellie Staple seeks to convince them that their abilities are purely psychoses.
My name is Dr. Ellie Staple, and I'm a psychiatrist. This room must look nefarious.
Eventually, of course, things go wrong, and it's ultimately revealed that Staple is part of a clandestine organization that seeks to conceal the existence of superhumans. Pretty good twist. Granted, the way it's executed, particularly in the literal execution of the protagonists, isn't quite what it could have been. Thankfully, people learn the truth anyway in the form of viral videos in 2019. Is the twist actually that everything on the internet really is true? Now there's a fantasy film.
I believe that if everyone sees what just a few people become when they wholly embrace their gifts, others will awaken.
Number 7. The aliens are allergic to water. Signs. This film follows the Hess family, whose farmhouse in rural Pennsylvania seems to be an epicenter for alien activity when a mysterious crop circle appears in their cornfield.
There are only a limited number of explanations.
The eerie happenings build tension until it becomes evident that an invasion is underway. One of the aliens threatens the family inside their house. That is, until a glass of water turns it into the Wicked Witch of the West. The aliens promptly evacuate, as water proves deathly allergic to them. You would think the aliens would have done research on 71% of the Earth's surface before putting down roots, but hey, we've all had the experience of best laid plans going awry, right? Number 6. The old woman is the devil. Devil.
You know who I am now, yes?
Even though M. Night only served as the story developer on this one, his fingerprints are all over it.
Come in.
It's too tight for me.
You can squeeze in.
No.
The basic premise follows 5 strangers as they find themselves trapped in an elevator. When strange goings-on occur and the occupants start dying one by one, it starts to seem as if one of them is actually, you guessed it, the devil.
See it? Yeah, look, that's just grain in the image. That's, it's a mistake. It's like when people see Jesus in a pancake or something. No.
Though we had our suspicions, the elderly Jane Kowski was nowhere on our radar, especially since she had seemingly met her violent end earlier on. Though kind of a fast one, the image of her rising with demonic eyes is a truly chilling one, in a moment that really takes this movie to the next level of fright. Number 5. It's set in the present day, The Village.
What are you doing out here? How'd you get here?
Are you from the towns?
In what seems like a 19th century village, the residents of Covington live in fear of the monsters that lurk in the surrounding woods.
Leaving the flesh torn may be a sign that this animal suffers from madness.
After her fiancé is mortally wounded, the blind Ivy Walker sets out to retrieve life-saving medicine in the nearest community. Upon her exiting the woods, we learn that Covington is actually inside a wildlife preserve in the modern day.
Is someone hurt?
Please, sir, we must make haste.
The elders founded the village 30 years prior, in the hopes that they might protect their loved ones from the tragedies of society, and feigned the existence of the creatures as a way to dissuade anyone from venturing outside their borders.
We have agreed never to go back. Never!
What was the purpose of our leaving? Let us not forget it was out of hope.
Number 4. The grandparents are not the grandparents. The Visit.
How do you feel about your new grandparents, Tyler? It's all good. They don't even know what One Direction is.
This film has Shyamalan dipping his toe into the found footage subgenre, as he derives the bulk of his thrills from, shall we say, elderly eccentricities.
Would you mind getting inside the oven to clean it?
Teenagers Becca and Tyler go to stay with their grandparents, whom they have never met, and things get weird pretty quickly. After a week of increasingly disturbing antics, the siblings reach out to their mother, who provides them a startling revelation. That's right, the people they've been calling Nana and Pop Pop are not who they say they are.
Becca, Tyler, babies. I need you to listen to me very carefully. Becca, Tyler, just listen to me.
We are.
Those aren't your grandparents.
They're actually escapees who murdered the real Nana and Pop Pop and took their places.
Maple Shade Psychiatric Hospital?
We'll be honest, we didn't see this coming at all, and it's one seriously disturbing twist. Number 3. The movie is set in the Unbreakable universe. Split.
The press is already referring to the alleged attacker by a dark name linked by a source close to the case. Because of his many personalities, he is being called the Horde.
While the final scene in Split doesn't really affect the rest of the movie, it's such a cool moment that we cannot help but love it. The majority of the plot sees 3 friends trying to escape the clutches of serial killer Kevin Wendell Crumb.
You are different from the rest.
Kevin suffers from dissociative identity disorder with 23 distinct personalities. The 24th, known as the Beast, allows Kevin to change his biological structure on a whim and give him superhuman abilities. In the aftermath, the media gets wind of the story and dubs Kevin the Horde. The story plays on a diner television, and guess who's there? David Dunn from Unbreakable, meaning Split is a secret backdoor sequel.
This is like that crazy guy in the wheelchair that they put away 15 years ago. And they gave him a funny name, too. What was it?
Mr. Glass.
This sequel tease definitely got us psyched. Number 2. Glass is a supervillain. Unbreakable.
If you're just tuning in, East Rail train number 177 has derailed just outside Philadelphia, and we're bringing you live coverage from Skycam 4.
Speaking of Unbreakable, when David Dunn survives an otherwise deadly train crash with nary a scratch, he slowly learns he possesses superhuman abilities, strength, invulnerability, and psychometry.
There is a sole survivor, and he is miraculously unharmed.
He finds a friend in Elijah Price, a man with brittle bone disease who helps David realize his potential as a superhero. In a shocking twist, David sees for himself that Elijah caused the train crash, specifically searching for someone like David who could give his life meaning.
Tell me something, David. When you woke up this morning, was it still there? The sadness.
The super-intelligent Elijah takes on the persona of Mr. Glass, assuming the role of David's archenemy. In an age when superhero movies were not taken very seriously, Unbreakable gave them serious nuance with this twist.
You know what the scariest thing is? To not know your place in this world. To not know why you're here.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Malcolm is Dead, The Sixth Sense.
I see people. They don't know they're dead.
How often do you see them?
All the time.
This entry being number 1 isn't a twist. Shyamalan cast Bruce Willis to play Malcolm Crowe, a child psychologist who seemingly survives an incident with a former patient. He then counsels the young Cole Sear, who can see ghosts who are unaware of their own passing.
I see dead people.
After some superb storytelling that shows Malcolm encouraging Cole to help these departed spirits, Malcolm comes to the realization that he is one of them, having actually died from his gunshot wound earlier on. It's with this knowledge that Malcolm is able to complete his business and pass on himself. This changed everything that came before and made rewatching the film a must. Let's face it, when M. Night is on, he is freaking on.
They only see what they want to see.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.